This is Punk City Monthly Plus. My name is Kelsey Wagner, Editor-in-Chief of Punk City Monthly magazine, and I hope you enjoy this month's Letter from the Editor. Well, folks, it's been a long, dark sludge through winter. We've been surviving on a less than ideal amount of sunlight for the last 4 months, and some of us are really feeling the effects of its absence. For these reasons and many others, I've never particularly liked winter. We all can relate to that feeling when the sun sets at 5:45 p.m. When your workday's over at 5 p.m. and it's dark by 6, somehow it feels like it's time for bed at 7. The winter months have a way of slowing us down and can, when we let them, steal some of our joy. It's very easy to begin to feel hopeless in winter, like the sun might never shine again. When the sadness creeps in, we're scrambling to find ways to feel more joy. Last year I read a book in the very midst of winter called Wintering, and it really changed my negative views on winter. Instead of a time that's dark and dreary, it explains how winter is simply a reflection of life as it truly is, imperfect and sometimes sad. Winter brings a different kind of joy than spring sunshine. Winter is solemn and quiet, a time of rest and reflection. It's a time to slow down and be still. In life, there are events and seasons that are fun and exciting, and there are other times of sadness and sorrow. Katherine May, author of Wintering, said, "Life meanders like a path through the woods. We have seasons when we flourish and seasons when the leaves fall from us, revealing our bare bones. Given time, they grow again." I think that's such a beautiful concept. She continues so poignantly to illustrate that learning to embrace winter is similar to learning to embrace our own sadness, and that it's not something to be ashamed or afraid of, it's simply another part of who we are. Katherine writes, "If happiness is a skill, then sadness is too. Perhaps through all those years at school, or perhaps through other terrors, we're taught to ignore sadness, to stuff it down in our satchels and pretend it isn't there. But as adults, we often have to learn to hear the clarity of its call. That is wintering. It is the active acceptance of sadness. It is the practice of allowing ourselves to feel it as a need. It is the courage to stare down the worst parts of our experience and to commit to healing them as best we can. Wintering is a moment of intuition, our true needs felt keenly as a knife." Thank you so much to our readers and our listeners for your continued support of Punk City Monthly. Because of your support, we're able to produce great content every month. For more information about our publication, visit us online at punkcitymonthly.com.